I went on a recon mission to one of my favorite LCSs. Stay tuned to find out why. Welcome back, comic book fans. This is Rusty again with Collector Auctions, and in today's video, I'm going to go to a local comic book shop of mine. It's one of my favorite shops in the Maryland area. It is Cards, Comics, and Collectibles. They are up in Reisterstown, Maryland, and I went there a week ahead of Easter weekend to kind of scope out the books that they were going to have available for their big biannual sale that they have every Easter and Thanksgiving. And I wanted to see what they had on the walls and what they had in the bins and what kind of books I could be expecting when I got there. And they end up doing a really good sale. They have sales almost every weekend of the year, but they don't put the premium books, those really good books, the Golden Age, Silver Age, Bronze Age, and then other more modern premium books, they don't put those on sale very often. Usually it's just this twice a year sale. Like I said, Easter and Thanksgiving. So let me tell you a little bit about the rest of the sales that they have. It's 70% off of their modern back issue bins, 50% off of trade paperbacks, hardcovers, action figures, toys. They do have some discounts on other things. They do have sports cards. I'm not really sure what the discount is on that, but they have a sale on just about everything in the store. But the most important thing to me is those Golden Age, Silver Age, Bronze, and premium books that they have that do a 30% off discount. And last year I did really good on this. And I did the same thing that I'm doing this weekend for this episode, is I did a recon mission. I went out about a week ahead of this last Thanksgiving, and I checked out what they had in the store, and it really paid off. So I repeated what I did this weekend. That's what you're going to see in this video, is the books that I was scoping out for this big Easter sale. Last Thanksgiving, it really paid off by not only knowing what books they had on sale or what books they had available, but where they were. And that was very important, as I soon discovered it, because as soon as they opened the doors on that, I think this would have been, if it's Thanksgiving, they probably had it on Wednesday. It was Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. On that Wednesday, they opened the doors. I was about 10th in line, and I made a beeline for a certain book. And I went in, I went straight to that book, and as my hand is reaching up, the fellow behind me in line, I didn't realize he was right on my heels the whole way, doing the exact same thing, making a beeline for this book. And I picked up the book, and that's when I saw his hand literally inches away from mine as I picked up a really nice copy of Amazing Spider-Man 294. And he just kind of looked at me, and I'm like, what do you want me to do? It is what it is. And I ended up getting that book and several other really big keys that day. It was a really good sale, and the books are in really great condition. I ended up also picking up a Darth Vader #3, the first appearance of Dr. Aphra, and as well some other books that were pretty good, not as big a keys, but I did manage to put together a really nice high-grade pile of books that day. And so I'm doing the same thing this time. This is Easter, and I'm looking at the books and I'm thinking, which books am I going to end up getting? I don't know. Every book that I looked at, I'm not going to get every book, but I'm going to consider it. It gave me a chance to see the price. It gave me a chance to look at the condition to see if I wanted to pay that price. Well, the 30% off of that price. And that's what I did. That's what this recon mission was all about. So sit back right now. I'm going to do a little montage of all the books I was looking at. I didn't shoot video. I just took pictures of the books I was interested in. And there may be more there on the day when, in fact, when you're watching this, I'm already en route to that store as we speak. So there's probably other books I'm going to be looking at, but these were the big keys that were on the wall and some of the ones that were in the bins that I was looking for. You never know. I might find some other things, but sit back, enjoy the montage, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about those books in a moment. Well, I hope you enjoyed this montage. Let me know which books you would pick up by leaving me a comment in the comment section below. And thanks for watching. I appreciate that. If you liked today's video, make sure that you hit the like button. And if you haven't already subscribed, hit the subscribe button and definitely hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on great content like this each and every week, Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Now, while I was at the store doing this recon mission, I actually did pick up a couple of comics that I was looking for. I was lucky when I found them because I ended up sending one of those comics in to a CGC signing. And let me show you what I picked up. I've got two copies right here of Marvel's #4. This is the Alex Ross miniseries from, I believe, was it 94, 96, something like that. This is the last issue of those 4 issues. You've got Spider-Man, you've got Gwen Stacy, you got the Green Goblin. I've always loved this. This was my favorite cover of the 4 from that miniseries. And I ended up picking up 3 copies of this from the store. And I was fortunate because I have been on the outlook for this, so I could send it into the Alex Ross signing at CGC. And I didn't have a lot of time left to get this in. In fact, as the day I picked this up on a Sunday, and on that Monday, I actually ended up submitting one of these 3 to that signing. And I had a copy of this, and I had wanted to send it in, but it had a little bit of a defect that I wasn't sure if it was going to get knocked for or not, and I kind of wanted to pick up an additional copy or 2 because I only had 1 copy, and I wanted to see if it was a printer defect that was common across other issues, and it turns out that it was slightly, but I went ahead and submitted the new copy. It looked a little bit better, so I'm going to look forward to getting that signed at some point by CGC, and we'll get that book as well as the other ones I sent in for that same signing. And before I sign off today, make sure you check out my eBay store where I sell many of the comic books that I talk about on my channel. And definitely check out my Instagram page where I run specials on a lot of those books. Again, thanks for watching. Join me Monday as we go over some other great comics that I've added to the PC. These are great comics. These are usually foundational comics, sometimes minor, sometimes bigger. But I hope you'll join me then for the next episode. And remember, guys, every comic has a story.